This is Intel 25 through 30. Now, this one is on Crash Site. This is the very beginning of the level, and it's just right there on the left, right before the boat. Real easy to find, just
SOG, right?
sitting right there. There's really nothing else to show for that one other than it's... If you got on the boat, you've gone a little bit too far. Now this next one is, it's right after you get off the boat, but it's somewhere where you wouldn't think to really look for it. But right when you get off it, you'll see that little yellow marker, and then when it disappears, it's actually right where that yellow marker was. So it's not that far from when you get off the boat. And since that's the only boat you really get to drive in the game that I can recall, then
Kravchenko wouldn't go to all this trouble
you
for
really
nothing.
can't miss it, knowing that.
But to climb that wing.
No, this part,
Stabilize
I'll go
this.
first.
I almost missed it because I forgot exactly where it was, so I had to look for a little bit. But once you get on the plane, you run down it, and usually you would get off and you'd go to that marker and go in the plane. Now, what you want to do is you want to jump on the rock, jump down one more time, and it's right there, like hiding behind the rock. So, you can see it if you rewind it from when I was on the plane wing, but you probably wouldn't notice it. Just remember, it's right behind the rock. And if you've gone into the plane and you get these China Lake grenade launchers, then you've gone just a little too far. Just walk back a little bit and find it.
Grenade launchers, China Lakes. What the hell are the Russians with American weapons?
Now,
Must be some kind of setup. Nova
this
6
next
is on.
one, it's a really long clip. It's 4 minutes long because
Kilo 1, this is Big
there's
Eye
actually
6.
another
I
achievement
have you on the
also.
TRP.
If you can finish this whole part where you're in this Blackbird controlling them without killing them and without dying, you will get an achievement. So I figured since the intel is in this part, I would show this achievement anyway. It's about 4 minutes. If you want, you can zoom, you can fast forward.
TAC recon, I see enemy vehicles in.
Probably around 3 minutes from now.
There's a structure to the north. Get them inside, CP.
But this is how you get the achievement. Just move them to that one location, get them in the house. There's a lot of waiting.
We're passing by the house.
This achievement is not really that easy on veteran
enemy has
because
stopped in front of the house.
this part right here took me a decently long amount of time. Yeah, I tried to join his party, but I clicked it too late.
Enemy
This part will take a decently long amount of time, so there's a lot of enemies here. Just remember that. You may only think I thought there was only gonna be like 4, maybe 5, but there's a decent amount. There's like 7 or 8, I believe. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I thought there was only going to be like 3 or 4, maybe 5 because of how many were in the car. And they're still shooting.
Kilo, you are clear.
There's a 9th outside. There was a 9th outside. So yeah, even
Kilo
though there's
1,
only...
the road is hot.
It
Exit through
looks
the
like
rear of
there's
the
not going to be
building.
that many. There's a decent amount.
Roger that.
Yeah, don't miss those 2 enemies. That's what got me killed the
2
first
targets
time.
sighted. Kill them.
Taking them down.
Remember to click them so they will kill them. Advance a little bit further, and now right here you're gonna learn a new button in the Blackbird. Just
Move
remember
your
it's
squad
the
onto
right
barracks.
stick.
First objective is inside.
Do it whenever it says to do it.
CP, I see a large patrol inbound.
Kilo, stop and drop.
If you don't do that, you
Confirm, Kilo
will
1, you're out of
kill
sight.
your squad, and you will not be able to get this achievement unless you redo it. This achievement is really easy on Recruit, really easy on probably every mode except Veteran, and maybe, I don't remember all the game mode names, maybe the second hardest one,
All
but
clear, Kilo 1.
it's not that bad of an achievement. Next you're going to go into that house and you're going to breach it.
Coming up on the barracks. Multiple
You will
targets
actually
inside.
be
Reach and
able,
clear, Kilo
you
1.
will actually be the one of the 4 people when you breach it. So that's why I said it's still difficult on veteran. Kill these guys, and the intel is actually right in front of me, right on the other side of that yellow railing, if I'm not mistaken. Go on the other side, and it's right there on the table. Remember, it's your second encounter. It's your second encounter that you get to control the people, and it's right there on the table.
He's down.
Now,
Nice
after
job.
you pick it up, advance a little more, plant your C4, get out of there as quick as you can. And after this part, you'll pretty much get the
Internal
achievement
comms
in
line
another
cut. Base is dark. Moving to second
30 seconds
objective.
or so. You'll get the achievement.
Roger that, Kilo 1.
But that's how you get that achievement. It's actually not
Kilo,
that hard.
move north.
You might get it while you just play around. You might not. It depends on if you die or not. And right after you click this dot, when the screen whites
Kilo
out
1,
like
we
that,
have
you got
infantry
the
inbound.
achievement.
I count at least 6 targets. Too hot. Stop and drop. Stay out of sight.
This next intel, once you breach, well, you're supposed to be quiet. I didn't show that achievement, but if you're silent the whole time, you get all the kills with the crossbow, and you don't alert any enemies, you do get an achievement. But right after that part, you'll enter this building. Well, you'll enter another little building where your teammate will tomahawk someone, then you'll enter this building. And before you go to the first floor, when you get to the staircase, instead of going right, turning right and going down the stairs, go into that left room that you see like 3 enemies come out of, and you'll get the intel just sitting there. Now there is one more intel for this video. The last intel is right here. I highly suggest doing this before you go into that room. Just walk around the outside. You'll see these tables with barrels. It's right next to one of them. I said this before, if you can't see, if the brightness on your game is too dark and you can't see this stuff, then make it brighter. Yeah, once you're done, once you see that map, you'll remember that map. That's the only time I recall that you ever see anything like that in the game.